Oh man, I got the elusive PewPew. Right now there's only about, I think 53 of these out in the wild, and they've been out for like a year. So can you believe it? 53 of these, and this is number 53, I believe. So it has been sweet. Also, Flux did a little kind of video there to kind of talk about these things. And I'm not gonna give you a ton of info on this because it's been out for so long. I'm just super excited to get one. Now, I get it. Some people are like, man, Xbox, that thing is pricey. Why did you get one? Why didn't you just get a Nightingale? And sure, I mean, they look and kind of similar to a Nightingale, but this thing has so many more features than a Nightingale. Now, don't get me wrong. I use a Nightingale, you guys can see here, exclusively at Captain Xavier's kind of speed dart thing he had going on over at his house, which was awesome. But I felt a little bit outclassed when people were using PewPews, people were using Momentums. So the reason why I consider this one of my top tier blasters is because it's brushless for one. I get it. It has a programmability in here to go from burst, semi, full auto. You can adjust how many darts per second, how fast you want it to shoot, and it is super tiny. This thing is basically just, I mean, again, not even much bigger than a Nightingale. Now, some people may say, well, what about a long shot and things like that? And I get it. Maybe that is your S-tier blaster. It is all about personal preference. And for me, my local wars are 150 FPS, and this is where that thing caps. So it is perfect for my local wars as compared, hey, you know what? Again, a Nightingale may be your S-tier blaster or a Game Face Tryon or something like that. But this is definitely my top tier when it comes to pistol type blasters currently. Pretty sure there's gonna be something cooler on the market that's gonna come out, and I do have something pretty cool. Hopefully I can get a review on that here really soon, but I wanna test a little bit more. But I want you to look at this thing up close. It looks great. It is tiny. It is well executed when you look at this thing. I mean, the prints on this thing are phenomenal. The tolerances and the innovation that they did on this thing is awesome. Now, I'm not gonna treat this like my everyday blaster, right? If you're like me, when I go to a war, I put a lot of my stuff into a tote, and I'm good to go. This is gonna take a special case. I have an orange special case you guys can see here that I'm gonna use kind of separately, right? I don't want this thing getting banged around or left in a box because for me, it is currently my top tier pistol type blaster, and it just absolutely rocks. Now, the batteries in here, they use, of course, the same kind of ones that Nightingale uses, so that's cool. I can just swap right back in there, put the Nightingale ones in there, and I am good to go, so I can swap back and forth. But really, overall, guys, this blaster for me has been kind of like the holy grail, right? I've been waiting to get one, and I finally got one, and I'm super, super excited. I put a lot of rounds to it already, just testing, and it is great. I don't want to go, again, into too much depth on this thing because you guys already know, brushless, pistol, flywheeler, programmable, all that good stuff. I just want to get out in the range and shoot this thing so you guys can see if this is something you guys might be interested or you might not be interested in. So let's go out to the range and shoot some single, auto, and do all that good stuff. Let's go.